Hello and welcome to a new episode of Changeling the Dreaming, Dreams over New York City. Um, it's kind of a cloudy day in New York today. Um, doing your usual business, collecting glamour, doing whatever you would usually do. Perhaps you have a day job, whatever you do usually do just to while away the days. However, as the evening comes to a close, or as the day, I should say, comes to a close, the dreaming calls to you. That not really a coherent call, just that sort of urge to explore, to adventure, to feel, the excitement of travel and of questing, that sort of primal need fills each of you, even the long banality, even the banality, drenched soul of Thomas feels this call. And the call leads you to a trod on the very edge of Central Park. So I'll let you guys intro.
Zeal has finished her shift over at the bar. Got some nice tips today. She left in a bit of a hurry. Kind of the fact that she was feeling restless today. She hasn't gotten as much excitement in the past 2 days as she has in, 2 months or even the past 2 years, really. So she's amped up, and she is being led to this specific trod. As it opens up, she sees it, her eyes narrow, as if she's found her target. And she starts making her way, almost forgetting about the cars that are zooming all over the Manhattan streets. She does remember to hit the lights to, deem her okay to go ahead and cross, but it certainly takes some effort.
The trod, by the way, it's inside in a tree. The tree's trunk has grown in, like, you know how some trees have like the little like bowl thing in them. Like, I don't know like what it is. I don't know how to describe it, but it's basically like where a little bit of the tree has sunken in. And
I get what you mean.
it's basically one of those that grew the entire length of the tree trunk and opened wide enough for someone to pass into, and through it you can see the silver path winding through the dreaming.
Do we have to climb it? Do we have to climb this tree?
No.
Okay.
I just wanted to state what the trod looked like for everyone so that they had a chance to react to it.
I'll go. I'm not happy about it. I'm like, why me? Why me? And I'm buckling my sword and just kind of pockets.
Well, I mean, it is a call to an adventure, Sue. Kind of a MO, as it will, isn't it?
You can be AMO if you want to. Mine's Grand Theft Auto.
I certainly do enjoy that game. It's a very fun game.
I played it for real.
Oh, you meant, well, to each their own, I suppose.
Is it just us two, or like, where's your blind friend?
Oh, he's just at home taking care of a few things. Wait a minute, what's that I smell? Is that tea? that is Tay, experience, and a sad, if not serene, disposition. Oh, it's Thomas. She looks over across the street and sees Thomas.
You know he can hear you, right?
I am fully aware he can hear me.
A sad disposition. Interesting.
That's experience is what that is.
Just as I said, experience. And I also said you were serene. I mean, if anything, people will call me impulsive, brash, floaty, whimsical.
I mean,
quite a few of those things.
Not to your face.
Do people actually call you that, or is that what you say people call you?
No, people have very clearly called me that. I've also been called an assassin in my face.
I mean, to be fair, you are a freaking fairy ninja. I'm just saying.
I'm not quite a ninja. I do take a bit of exception to that.
I'm just saying. So, jumping out of the shadow and stabbing people.
When have you seen me jump out of a shadow and stab somebody?
Well, it'd be kind of the point, wouldn't it? Like, I wouldn't see you because the shadows.
Well, exactly. You haven't seen me, so you don't know.
Yeah, you're an assassin or something. I'm being tricked right now. I just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
It is beyond my small common mind. So, like,
Well,
we're gonna go in there.
Yeah, I think we're about done with this piece of expositional dialogue.
What was that in English?
We can jump into the trot now.
Oh, okay. Ladies first.
She shrugs, starts making her way in.
So is everyone entering the trod?
I mean, as long as there's not like screaming in pain, I listen. Then I go.
Okay, you don't hear any screaming or pain. So does Thomas follow onto the silver path?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys step onto the silver path. The trod behind you the trod disappears. And the silver path stretches on, winding through the forested valley that you're currently standing in, winding down, apparently crossing a river, and then emerging on the other side before turning around a bend to where you can't see it any further.
Okay. So the silver path essentially like makes a sharp turn off, and then we can't see where it turns into.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Zia will keep moving forward. Firstly, she'll turn around. Thomas still has his wheelchair, right? Or is that gone now?
No, he's still probably using his wheelchair, unless he can't get it onto the path, in which case he's probably just sitting on the back of the Kusith.
Alrighty. So she will start walking forward, then staying on the path.
I will burn a willpower point to fight my outlaw nature to break the rules and get off the path.
Okay. Right. So as you guys walk, and in Thomas's case, roll down the path, it becomes clear that you guys are in some sort of English coniferous forest area, except the trees they don't really move, but they're in subtly different positions when you look away from the when you look away and then look back at them before you looked away. Um, you don't see any life other than the trees and like the flora. Um, quite a few flowers growing at the edge, like the very bare edge of the path. Um, there's in the distance you can see like the mountains that surround this valley go up impossibly high. That you can't see the tops of them because there's clouds, strangely tinted green, that that block the sight or your sight from reaching the top of the mountains. And as you go further down, further, down the path, you turn the corner and standing, or not standing, I should say, but about 200 feet down the path, it takes another curve to the right this time, going past a large, and I mean large castle made out of gleaming ivory with gates of crystal that are wide open. There's no guards or anyone apparent there, but the path goes right up to its door, to the gates, and then turns.
She'll still not getting off the path. She will just follow the trail, see if she can't peek inside of the castle, though.
Gates are open. You can see that there's a courtyard inside. Still no life apparent in it, but the the courtyard has beautifully attended gardens, and you actually see a pair of shears lying a little ways away from the edge of the gardens in the actual main courtyard. And the fountain is still running. Signs of life.
You guys, so what kind of who lives? I mean, we're gonna go in and say hi or what?
All right. I catch Joey. Does the path go inwards? Go into the castle?
No, it goes right up to the gate and then turns left.
Okay. Zeal will say, I don't think that's a good idea. The number one rule of the Silver Path is not leave the Silver Path.
But the castle's right there. I mean, we can go in. I'm sure there's something in there. People in there. Someone's cutting the runs or whatever. They know what's going on.
They may, but it's also off the Silver Path. And the number one rule of the Silver Path is to not leave the Silver Path.
All right, let's be boring.
Yeah. So Zeal will keep on going, even though she does want to go check out the castle. Unfortunately, the number one rule of the Silver Path.
Okay. So as you continue following the path, it winds a few more times around a smaller hill. As you get closer to this hill, you see the smoke coming from the other side of it, and when you round the hill, because the path goes around, it does not go over the hill. When you come around the hill, you see the path goes straight until it reaches riverbank with glowing, like the river water is glowing. And there's a village that the path runs right through, which is several buildings are on fire. But again, there's no signs of life.
Well, this is just certainly looking more and more ominous.
No.
Theo looks around. Does Thomas have a weapon?
Thomas?
Yes.
No.
Okay. I assume Sue has either the sword or the spear.
Mhm.
Zeal will take off her short sword and hand that to Thomas. Just in case we run into something that's less than friendly to us.
Thomas will hand that back and then kind of reach over and pat the Kusith.
Fair enough. She will put her blade back.
Thank you for the offer, though.
Very much no problem. She'll keep on. I know you said there's no signs of life. Zeal would definitely keep looking for any signs of life, especially in this forest. Or not in this forest, in the village.
Well, once you get actually into the village, you see there's trails of blood going through it, like where it looks like bodies were dragged, like on the ground, and where they're dragged to, there's the obvious marks of a cart or a wagon, like the tracks of its wheels going off into the distance.
We might have to break the rule to break. We might have to break Rule 1 of the Silver Path to satisfy Rule 0 of the Silver Path. And that is, we are motherfucking changelings. As
Now you're gonna break the rule.
But you seem so adamant. Stick to rule number 1.
What he said.
I have been wrong before.
Or has it been that your curiosity has finally gotten the best of you?
Eyes narrow, not at Thomas, but at the wagon wheels. Are the tracks going in the direction of the Silver Path, or are they going in a whole different direction?
It looks like at one point farther down the road they appear to cross the silver path past it,
Alrighty.
like it almost like an intersection sort of thing.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah, Zeal will probably move up, then following the tracks as well as she can.
So did she step off the path?
Not yet.
Okay.
At this point, she wants to make absolutely sure that she can. She wants to see if she can stay on the path and keep following this trail, because Zeal has heard very bad stories about people that get off the path. Bad things happen to people that get off the path.
So you're going up to right where the tracks cross the path and examining them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Make me a perception investigation roll.
I don't have investigation, but I do have survival.
Are you looking for information, or are you looking to track it?
I'm looking. I would love information, but I wouldn't be able to get information since I don't have investigation. So I'll go with tracking.
Okay. If you're going for tracking, roll perception survival.
Watch me botch those guys.
I'll go ahead and roll a perk investigation.
Okay.
There's a 10 and a 6.
You can see that you can very easily follow the tracks. You you can tell, especially as you're looking at these ones, that you've memorized them enough. Like you spent enough time memorizing them that you're pretty sure you would be able to spot them unless they were washed away completely. Um, Thomas, as he kind of examines these tracks, he doesn't have a lot of experience with this, but some part of his face soul that maybe remembers a more adventurous time in his in the past life, kind of examines this and thing and uh, whatever this cart was, it was low. Whatever it was carrying, it was loaded down very heavily, and whatever was pulling it had more than 2 or 4 legs.
He'll go ahead and relay that information to the party.
I'm betting on a giant spider.
Would be interesting if it was, wouldn't it?
Either way, I know what these tracks look like now.
Well, he'll
Uh,
kind of make a gesture with his hand and say, "Do share with the rest of the class."
Zeal will point down to the tracks. No, those. I memorized those. If we come across them again, I should be able to pick them out. Unless something got rid of them completely.
You know,
So, Joey, is there any way we can keep following the Silver Path while following this trail?
Nope.
Nope.
The silver path turns left sharply while the tracks keep going right.
Sue says fuck it and walks off the path and follows the tracks. She's an idiot.
Okay. So as Sue steps off the silver path, the ground where his feet touch, starts smoking slightly and turning black. Just very slowly and only slightly, but it's noticeable.
Well, that certainly don't look fun at all. And fuck it, Zeal's jumping off too. Same thing, I assume.
Yeah, same thing's happening.
Okay.
Thomas will kind of sigh and then decide that his wheelchair is probably not good for off-roading, so he'll just kind of leave his wheelchair there, making his way slowly and carefully, of course, out of it and onto Kusis' back, and then following the group. Because what could go wrong?
It does stand to mention that the Q-Sith's tracks do not cause this effect when they touch the ground. Its feet do not cause this effect.
And now we know it's because we have finality ratings. Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah. As you follow these tracks, they lead down through the forest. And it takes. They go on. You guys are walking for a good 2 hours, and they're still going. So I'm gonna need stamina roll from everyone. Except actually, everyone. Yes, stamina. Kim, you can roll your Q-Sith stamina since it's carrying you.
Sweet.
Cool. Cool. Ooh, awesome. I'm good. Oh, if anyone was wondering what I was surprised at, I almost thought that Zeal had empathetic blindness,
Mm.
that alternate shield frailty, that alternate she frailty, but then I realized she's not Arcadian, so I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm I'm coughing.
Okay. Yeah. Sue's exhausted after like the
Yeah,
hour and a half of the trek.
yeah, Zeal will look over to Sue and say, need a moment to catch your breath. I certainly don't mind taking a break.
Can we just? I mean, just for a second. I mean, I drive. I don't walk nowhere.
Hey, that's certainly fair.
If you wish, and Kuxis is willing, he can always grow larger and carry all of us.
I mean, that's an option. Can we take that? Can we take that option?
Well, why don't you ask him?
Uh, who
It,
said?
it turns its head to look at Sue.
So look, I need a ride. Can we negotiate?
It looks Sue up and down, sniffs him a few times, and then nods.
Is that a yes on the ride or the negotiation?
It sighs and then says, "Yes, I can carry you."
Wait a minute, if you could talk this whole time. Damn!
Of course he could talk.
Before
There's
he
nothing
changes his
I have
mind,
seen.
I hop on his back.
I have seen nothing in this crew that implies he knew how to speak. Now I just feel bad. I would have offered the man some cookies. Or you a woman. Or do you identify differently? I am unsure of how crew says identify themselves in the gender binary.
It actually laughs at Zeal, like in a just like not at her, but like appreciating, like it's not like it's laughing at her. It's just kind of laughing at how excitable she is. And as Sue jumps on its back, it grows to about 15 feet tall at the shoulder.
Damn.
And I'd say it probably weighs about a ton like this.
Well, alrighty then. That means the crew set's now the biggest target.
Well, I wish people would try. My little buddy.
You say that shit. You're talking to the guy that invented tactical insertion. I'll tell you what that is after the scene's over.
It just sounds.
I mean, it sounds pretty like straightforward. So, like, I promise I'm not stupid.
No, it's not even to do with that. Y'all are nasty.
Of course, Tim. Of course.
What she said.
But alrighty, we're continuing on at this point.
Yep. So as you guys continue on, the tracks end up winding through what looks like a campsite. Like there's remains of a fire and everything. And there, the tracks look like the wagon was stopped for a few hours, and then they keep on going. The tracks keep on going.
How fresh are these tracks?
Make a survival roll.
Okay, one in survival.
Oh,
what in
perception
survival?
and survival. Sorry, I didn't let it.
No biggie. There is a single 8.
Yep. You are able to determine that these tracks. You can't tell like exactly how old they're, but you can confer no more than a day old.
We're getting somewhat closer. around a day old, maybe. And they have a much bigger load. Might be able to catch up to them soon enough. And she'll keep on walking.
Oh, the tracks continue on for at least another hour of walking. So I'm gonna need another stamina roll from the Kusith and from Zeal.
Oh yeah, he fucking makes that stamina check.
Still going.
Yeah. Is are good to go as it continues, as the path continues on for or not the path, the tracks continue on for yet another hour. But you guys are pretty pumped because it's obvious the tracks are coming to an end. So you guys need to continue following them into a part of the forest that is notably darker. Like there's a point where the tracks pass where the trees are turn just darker. Their needles are darker. You know, the bark itself is darker in color, and the tree limbs mesh almost like a wall. They form a very impenetrable mesh.
This is insane.
Okay.
And that's a Changeling saying, man.
Certainly is quite interesting.
So
the thing that made this mesh is it like the force that made this? Like it's almost a natural barrier?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well,
I have an idea.
We can certainly have the Q-Sith simply barge through, but I believe that may be a tad of a loud announcement for us.
If you don't mind giving me just one moment. If I might.
By all means.
Okay. I want to use Willow Whisper to talk to the. Well, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called, but the interwoven, the
Yeah, the trees.
rubbery wall.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Your base diff is going to start at 6 here.
Oh shit, we in the far dreaming?
No. It's just that magic right here where you guys are is like just barely easily. It's easier.
Okay. So I was gonna say, damn.
Okay, and this would be nature, so that would also lower my diff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by one because it's
Get
my
it.
affinity art.
Get
what?
Thomas rolls like 7 successes on 2 dice, and I'm just like, wait, what?
It's not even 2 dice. It would because I took nature. What is it? Oh, did I?
that awkward moment where he found out that Thomas made an Iluna from 2nd edition.
I thought I took nature 4. I only took nature 3. I feel sad now.
I believe you could still. I think Nature 3 is what you can use to speak to the trees, though.
Oh yeah, I just thought I had more dice.
Nah, that's legit.
Yay. Just one moment. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Trying to make sure of something. Just barely.
Okay.
One
Got 1 success. So you get to ask the trees one question.
Okay. Alright, I'm thinking of the question.
All good.
Don't do the Jeopardy theme song, dude. I'm trying to make sure I get the best out of my one question. Damn. Okay. Is there a way? Of course, he whispers this. Is there a way that we can pass through without harming you or ourselves?
Use the path.
I'm gonna roll again. Ask another question.
Is Thomas going to relay that?
He will in just a moment. He's asking more questions. Holy shit.
Is Thomas great at primal? Get
Damn.
it.
Yeah, so I got 4 questions.
Thomas is the Lorax. He speaks in the trees.
Yep.
So that's 2 glamour? Oh no, this is chimerical,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, because I thought we were in the dreaming and I didn't think
Yeah,
he had to use glamour.
No, not for chimerical stuff.
Yeah, so I still got the 3 glamour that I had earlier.
So ask your 4 questions.
Why did someone force you to grow this way?
No.
Where is the path?
Through me. Sorry, I got bored of the whisper. I figured the whispering thing was gonna be really annoying, so it's you can just be assumed this is being whispered back to you.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. The reason why I wasn't whispering because I just wanted to be heard, made sure I'd okay. Okay, so it said to go through the path, and the path was it.
Through me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you please open for us then, so that way we may go through the path without harming you?
If you give me what I want,
And what is it that you want?
blood.
Oh shit, that was my last question. I need to roll again. Okay. We'll be fine, guys. Okay.
I mean, you're telling me we have to use blood to enter? I've used blood for some heinous things.
Oh yeah, no, he just like okay. So 3 more.
3 more?
3 more questions. Okay. How much blood do you require?
Just enough.
Enough to do what?
So I can fulfill the rules.
It's fucking true. And how much blood
This cruise
is required to
Can we-
fulfill the rules?
Just say enough. I'm thinking about it.
Bruh.
So, wait, one second. So, not for nothing, Thomas, but maybe there's things like the Cushian can talk. I want you to have to keep doing. I mean, can it talk, or can you do it?
I've gotten all the answers I require. It has been speaking to me anyway. I mean,
Cool.
if you wish to go ahead and ask the questions I already have, then please feel free.
No, I'm okay. Just like, so what do we gotta do?
I was getting to that point. And he'll look over to Zeal and just kind of say, "Can I see that short sword of yours again?"
Oh, well, very well. I can go ahead and hand that off to you. Certainly good for all of us in the community to be able to defend themselves. For you never know what you run into.
Of course, of course. He just kind of nods.
Yep.
Looks back over to the
Tabs.
to the bush and just kind of uses his last question to ask, where does the blood need to be applied? Your roots or your branches?
Anywhere on me works.
Okay. And so he'll just take the short sword, slice a gash, not on his palm, because that shit hurts, and you got so many tendons and shit. He'll do it on the back of his arm.
That's certainly not what that's for, but alrighty.
And just kind of wipe it on the bush.
It shudders and opens up for Thomas.
I gotta stab my freaking soul.
I don't like the way you said only for Thomas. Now I feel like we all need to have blood sacrifices here.
I mean, you're acting like this is something I'm uncomfortable with.
I mean, look, I'm not uncomfortable with blood sacrifices either, because, I mean, it seems pretty fun. But...
As long as Sierra exists, I will not be Sierra's fun.
Something wrong, John. Ooh,
Oh yeah, sorry. Constantine is apparently really wanting to get into my room right now. I will let him in just a moment. If you'd let me... Okay, anyway. So, God, what was I thinking? Okay, so Thomas will look back to you guys, and just say, I don't know if it'll just stay open for me or not, but if it only stays open for me, all you need to do is offer it a bit of blood, and the path will open.
Do we have to wipe it on the tree like that? That seems a bit unsanitary, and I mean no offense to the trees.
He'll kind of look down at himself, a tree, and then back over to the trees. And then back down to himself, the tree. And then over to Zeal. And just kind of say,
Do you think it's considered do you think it's considered a form of relations, maybe? Intimacy from tree to tree.
He just walks through the path.
Okay.
The path closes behind Thomas.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, no. What if that was relations and he ends up having another kid?
That'd be hilarious.
See, you shouldn't have said anything, though, Cam.
No, this was all Zeal. This was all me. This was me.
Like,
I did this.
Thomas is
no. And then just like a little baby plant in a pot just kind of pops out like Groot. Oh, dude.
Fucking wood. Are there wood in anime?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Fucking wood in anime, man. Just shows up like, hey guys, I'm here.
Like, where'd you come from?
My character he kind of scratches himself with his chimerical S word and rubs it on the. It's nasty.
Yeah.
It opens up for Sue.
Yeah, Zeal. It's gonna say this. I certainly hope that I do not draw offense to you with my blood. Good tree barrier thing. And she Yeah, she's gonna take her forearm and slice the top of her forearm. She's not gonna rub her fucking cut up forearm on the fucking tree because that seems super unsanitary to her. What she's gonna do is she's gonna wipe some of that blood off with a hand and then wipe that on the tree, which is marginally better.
Because that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, it opens for her.
Yeah, she's gonna go through.
It opens. Okay. As soon as all three of you are through it, you hear what sounds like wind going through the trees. And after a moment, the wind stops.
I swear to God, if a wooden end just pops up.
No. You roll a percept. What will be the best for like interpreting this? I'm gonna say roll a wits grammar, if you want to interpret that.
Fuck it, I'll take it.
I'm too bewildered. I just stabbed myself into a fucking wood tree. This is ridiculous.
Yo, I'm pretty sure the forest is mad at me. I'm pretty sure the forest is mad at me. Specifically,
no, you think that joke that you made earlier is coming true. It sounds like the forest just orgasmed to you.
Oh,
You're like 99% sure that's what just happened.
Oh, no.
Okay, so what were we supposed to roll again? Perk what?
Wits and grammar to interpret the sound of like the wind rushing through the trees after you all three went through.
Okay.
Jill is going to start sweating, and she's just going to look back to the tree line. Kim, you remember that picture of that devil dude, that incubus that looked all terrified?
Yes. Hold on, let me find it.
That's it. That's literally Zeal right now.
I gotta see where I can find it. What did I do with it? Oh no. I can find it. Don't worry, guys.
So with 2 successes, Kim, like the way you realize with like the rhythm that the wind was making, Thomas is pretty sure the forest was laughing. And not in the good way.
Oh
shit!
fuck.
You done
Well,
goofed.
not in the haha funny joke kind of way, in the haha these suckers just got like punked sort of way.
Also, I found the picture. Here it is.
Yeah, that's literally Zeal, and she's pretty sure the forest just orgasmed.
Beautiful.
What?
So Thomas is just gonna take a deep breath, look a little concerned for just a moment, but then calm down as he realizes, hey, this isn't how I'm gonna die. This isn't what I've seen. So whatevs. He's gonna turn back to the tree. No, he's gonna turn to the group and just kind of lift up a finger like that one moment. Give me just one moment. He's gonna turn back to the tree.
Oh my God, you're gonna give it your phone number.
He's gonna slowly look back to them and say, I already have one child that I didn't know about. I'm not planning on having another. No, this is
Well, actually, no,
concerning.
I'm just kidding.
I have certainly seen other people shake like that. It is certainly was certainly very ecstatic, if you ask me.
Talking about what is going on right now?
The forest just came.
No, the
Came
forest.
from where?
The forest was
Where did it come
laughing.
from?
See, you motherfuckers! I'm trying to run a serious scary wood scene, and you fucking botch, and everyone's sure the forest just nutted.
Yeah,
So that was just a failure. I'm gonna roll again. Okay.
Oh, God.
4 successes.
Okay.
So he's gonna turn back to the push, just kind of plainly in the most deadpan fucking voice he can do, because I can't do it right now because I'm thinking the forest is fucking. Okay.
It's the nut tree.
Okay, and he's just gonna ask, Do you mind telling me what we just got ourselves into?
No.
Is this going to turn out well for us?
Depends on whether you like chains or not. No, wait, oh shit! I didn't think about that. That was supposed to say opposing conversation.
So he's
This is not how I thought it was gonna go with these trees and shit. They're all BDSM people.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna be a sub for a tree. This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that
Call me
face.
tree daddy. Call me tree.
Zeal gets that face again.
so. I mean, Thomas isn't related to get this back yet, but he's gonna say to the bush just a little quip because he's just gotta do it. And he's just gonna say, "Well, I think the female in our party might enjoy something like that. She already thought she had made you orgasm, so."
Oh, hold on, yeah.
But then he'll just kind of ask, "Why are there chains?"
Because he likes having new servants.
Who is he?
The lord of this place.
Oh my god, this fucking bush is not being helpful. Okay.
The pronoun game is a wonderful thing.
These trees are perverted as fuck. You over there whispering street nothings to them. Like you get the digits. Digits for the bush thing.
Wait, is he?
That's fair. Because that's what it looks like to the rest of the party. He's just sitting over there whispering to the trees.
Hey girl, them leaves though, them leaves. Yeah.
Is Sue saying this out loud?
Yes. Let me you rub some more fluid on your tree.
Do you think the sap could be used as lube, maybe?
Would you
Nah,
stop?
leave saying they just go hardcore.
Thomas just looks over it, but he's giving you guys such a blank look. It's on one
Is it the
hand.
look in the overlay?
Let me see what the look in the overlay. Kinda. A little sassy, like, really? Really?
Just
And then
saying. I mean, I'm nothing. You're rubbing things all over it, and now you're having a conversation with it. It's like pillow talk, I guess. It's coming. I don't know what's going on.
I believe people in the community call it aftercare.
Once again, no. The forest did not have an orgasm. It was laughing at us because we've just walked into someone else's territory.
Well, now I'm just disappointed
Try
in
harder.
that performance.
Well,
Same.
don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to make it up with the chains that he has.
You are not making this any easier.
Well,
You
you are
little
not
freak,
helping
Thomas.
either.
Thomas, I didn't know you like that. I thought maybe he was more sedate, but I mean, if you like the body stuff.
Thomas just kind of looks over at the bush, and he's got that face of, man, I wonder if it would just be better to lay roots here and just never have to deal with these people again. And then he's like, fuck, I've got my son to connect with before I die in 4 months. We just kind of
Pimp harder.
Oh my god. He's just like, he'll ask again. He'll ask what is this lord?
Yeah.
He is a great and majestic lord of the Red Court.
Oh my god, I gotta roll again because now he wants to know what the red court is. Okay. 34 success.
The nicest tree ever.
Shut up! I am
You all-
the easiest.
you are all up in this Bush's business. I mean, you rubbing things, man. Asking what you doing? What you? What's your favorite color is?
I'm very unsure of whether or not we should be watching this right now.
The
I feel kinda
Q-Sith
dirty.
just sniffs the air and then just comments, and it's in a very dry voice. Well, even if it's not from the trees, I think I'm getting a few brothers today.
Mm. So, I mean, is it? I mean, if I just whip it out and just like, I mean, is it like porn? Is this voyeuristic? I mean, should we? I mean,
Thomas is gonna say in Gaelic to the Kusith, "What do you mean by that?"
Well, and it says back, well, we're death omens, aren't we?
Death omens. I don't think that has anything to do with brothers.
Be getting a few brothers soon.
now the freaking dog's speaking Chinese. The fuck?
Oh wait, did he say they're both speaking Chinese? Thomas is gonna look insulted over at Sue, and then turn back to the tree and just kind of ask, "So what is the Red Court?"
The youngest of the three.
Joey, do I need to roll to know what the fuck a Fomorian is?
Once Thomas relays this information, you can make a gray mare roll.
Ah, they be
Tell this guy.
bitches.
No, because didn't Q Sith just straight up mention Red Court?
No, the tree did. The Q-Sith was just like, yeah, I might be getting a few more brothers soon.
Okay, I thought
Tree,
Thomas said
dog.
Red Court out loud. Whatever, bro. I thought Thomas said Red Court
As
out
long as
loud.
we know,
No, he didn't.
as long he is pimping over there, talking about that Bush phone number, what he likes to drink,
What its sign is and shit.
Mm-hmm. When he's coming back.
Oh my god.
How many kids you want, Thomas? You just found out about the other one. I mean,
Look, do you want me to tell you what you guys? And he just kind of like.
as long as it's not in freaking Chinese, like you're speaking of dog, sure.
I was not speaking Chinese to the Kusith.
I'll take a certain amount of offense to that, but all right.
You Chinese?
What? That I wasn't speaking Chinese?
Who's Chinese?
Just because it's gibberish don't make it Chinese. I'm Chinese. I'm Chinese.
By way of Atlanta? What are you talking about over here?
My ancestry is firmly Chinese.
Well, your ancestry is firmly Southern United States too.
Does that make me not Chinese? That's a certain form of
don't know.
concern. I don't think I can agree with that.
Are you? Are you? I don't know.
Yes, I've been telling you that.
Okay. So
Is that why you can tell me what the dog said?
Thomas is gonna say down to the Kusith because he's in Gaelic because the Kusith is still like 15 feet tall. And he's gonna say, "Could you just like gently nudge them with your paw to get them to stop arguing?"
It says no.
Thank you.
This is far too entertaining to him.
Pour hard, like ride hard. That's what I'm talking about over here. Ride hard.
Anyway, now that my nationality is no longer being questioned, she looks over to Thomas.
He looks back at her.
Didn't you have something for us?
I mean, I did, but you all are arguing.
I mean, we're done.
You sure about that?
Why?
I don't know. You done? You done pitching? You gonna come again? You gonna finish this time?
The lord of this territory is a part of the Red Court.
Go ahead and roll that intelligence gray mare. You're gonna need 5 successes to know what that means.
It.
I'm not even rolling.
Damn. All right, that exceeds my dice pool, bro.
I got
Okay.
this. What is it? Okay. Let me see. Do I have any merits that would help lower the difficulty? No.
You got merit.
That's 1, 2, 3. Could I make this like an extended roll to where he's just kind of sitting there pondering about it, or is that like
it would if you did, you guys would have to sit here for at least 20 minutes.
oh damn?
What
Actually,
you do know is that
my
this you remember that this was mentioned in like old wives' tales, but you can't remember which old wives' tales.
bad. Okay. So he'll look down at the group and just kind of say, I have an inkling of what the red cord is, but I would need a bit more time to think on it. If you guys wish to continue walking, I would probably just be, well, quiet as I usually am as Kuth continues walking. Unless you wish to just sit here until I am figured out the answer.
Yeah. Never mind.
He's just kind of looking at the group like that, hey guys, what do you want to do? I'm trying to plan stuff and y'all being quiet.
We can certainly keep moving, I suppose, if you can do your soul searching on the move.
He kind of nods slightly. Okay, well, I guess they maybe.
All right, so do you guys keep walking?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys follow the tracks until they disappear. It goes about maybe 30, 40 feet back into the forest where the tracks disappear. And that's when you start hearing the voices.
All right. What are these voices telling us?
They're very faint and they're screaming.
Well, that certainly tells us we're going in the right direction.
I wonder if these are the captors of this lord the trees were speaking about.
Could be. We all have weapons ready, right? She looks around, make sure everyone has a weapon ready. I assume everyone has a weapon ready. Well, all righty. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
May want to move quiet like for right now. Sorry, that was it. My bad.
So you guys continue creeping through the forest. After about 5-10 minutes of walking, you hear what sounds like the sounds of someone running very fast away from you guys. Like this isn't like regular run. This is like panicked, terrified running.
Okay. Can we see who this person might be?
Not through the trees. Not until you get close enough.
Alrighty. unless someone is supposed to it. Zeal's going to be running pursuit for right now.
Okay. Roll me dexterity and athletics.
Awesome.
I'm back. What I miss?
There you. Oops, I'll let you explain, Tim.
Basically, what's happened is we have started to move a bit further in, and apparently someone is now running away from us in a very panicked run. And Zeal is currently pursuing to see if that's a forward scout or what's up.
Kusith has 6 successes.
Oh, Kusith knows it. Oh, to chase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit,
You got at least a success?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as Kusith charges through after the sound and Zeal follows behind, the image before you soon resolves into the back of a little girl's head with a torn dress running away from you guys as fast as she can. Especially Kusith is very easily catching up on her. Like her dress that she's wearing is torn. There's sticks in her hair, leaves.
Thomas is just gonna shout out, "We're not here to hurt you."
She doesn't stop.
Just in case, Zeal's going to put her blade away, because that doesn't look good. And she'll start to close in herself. She's not doing a full-on charge. She's basically trying to, hands up. Well, once she catches up, rather, because you said she's still looking it either way and has not stopped at this point.
I mean, she's so little that she looks like she couldn't be older than 8. That you easily catch up.
Okay. Space, yeah. Swords away, hands are up. And she's going to say, we ain't here to hurt you. All right? We just kind of ended up in here. We just came across you.
No, you guys are going to take me back to him. And she's got her back against a tree, very obviously terrified.
Yeah. Can we tell if this is a changeling or what's up?
Roll Kenning. She doesn't have any obvious faming.
No obvious faming? Okay, that's a solid sign. Ooh, that's a straight fail. Not
2 successes.
Thomas senses a bit of glamour coming from this girl, but it's a very faint trace of glamour. Although he does catch that there's a little bit of a glimmer in the air around her as she's backed up against this tree. He isn't sure if it's a trick of his eyes or not, but it's definitely there.
That seems sketch as fuck. I don't think this little girl is what she's seeing.
I mean, Tim's assuming she's a chimera. Zeal done no shit yet, so she kind of just kneels in front of her, not reaching for any weapons, obviously. She'll say, ain't nobody gonna be trying to take you to nobody. Not that you don't want to go to, all right?
How do I know you're not lying? How do I know you're not back to him?
Because, little girl, if I wanted to take you anywhere, I would have just done it. Here I am sitting here trying to talk to you.
She kind of stops and looks at you. She's calming down a little, and she looks at Zeal a little more praisingly. I guess. She still looks like she might bolt at any moment, but she's for now she's stopped trying to get away from you guys actively.
Zeal will kind of put her hands on her knee because she is kneeling in front of her. She'll ask, "What's your name, child?"
Lisa.
Well, Lisa, it's certainly good to meet you. I'm Zeal.
She looks at Zeal and says, You have a funny name.
Yeah, I do admit it's a tad funny. It's the one I chose.
Okay. And she like reaches her arms out to Zeal. Like you know how a kid does when they want to be picked up?
Yeah. Zeal's looking back to Sue and Thomas right quick.
Be careful, Thomas tells her.
Zeal nods. She may be silly, but she ain't silly. Much. She will do is she's not gonna go on a full on she's not gonna full on pick Lisa up because she's not quite sure what's gonna be going on here because shape-shifting Chimera are a thing. There could be a lot of things going on here. She'll take Lisa's hand very, very gently. It's not like she's like trying to force Lisa. She's specifically grabbing Lisa with her left hand, so that way her dominant hand is free to either punch or, stab. In any case.
God damn, y'all fucking crazy ass motherfuckers gonna punch a kid.
I mean, that kid could be anything. Kid's a
okay,
kid,
this is fair.
Kid's a kid, then all of a sudden it's House Baylor Duke, like, aha, like, aw, shit.
Why they gotta be Baylor?
Because it's Baylor.
Why you gotta be rude to Baylor like that? Like, Baylors are little babies. They're sweet cinnamon buns.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but all right.
They are. Okay. Sweetest of cinnamon buns.
She takes Zeal's hand. Her hand feels very small in your hand, and she looks very scared still. Oh, so how are we gonna get out of here? You're here to take me away, right? If you're not with him, then surely you're here to save me, right?
Well, I want to know who took you.
He was big, but I couldn't see his face. He whenever I tried to look at it, I couldn't see it. Like, he was so tall. And he had the horses. The horses were with him. And she actually shudders at that.
The horses. Were you the only one they took?
She shakes her head. There were a lot of people. There were a lot of other kids. Some of them looked kind of funny, like you or like him. She points back at Thomas. Some of them looked normal, like me.
I need to ask you, Lisa, are you from here?
She shakes her head.
Where do you come from? Are you a regular person?
And she stops. What do you mean, regular person?
Are you a human? Some will go so far as to ask mortal.
She frowns and kind of says, well, Mommy always said I was a human, so... Well, she didn't... She's kind of looking at Zeal kind of sus now.
Look, I'm just trying to figure out where your home is.
Yeah,
That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah, Zeal's going to kind of look at Lisa's clothes. Do these clothes look like modern at all?
They look pretty modern, yeah.
Okay. Does she? Oh, is she producing that rot on the ground that we are?
No, she's not.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what kind of roll we can get to determine whether this is a human or a changeling or what.
Grimmer, I'll do it.
Brennan?
Between Grimmer and Kenner, you see the glamour, then you make the Grimmer roll to determine what that glamour means.
Yeah, that possible?
Yeah, go for it.
This Grimmer is looking like it may be a good thing right now. Whoo, 7 and an 8.
Yep. There's a little bit of glamour coming off of her.
Okay. Well, that was Greymare. Is this like, dude? Can we tell this is a human? Camaro, what's up?
Sounds like Kenny, so it sounds like okay.
The glamour that's coming off of her is mostly like regular glamour. It's mostly like what you find anywhere in the dreaming, but there's a little bit of like taint of the dark glamour that's flowing through this forest.
Okay. Ooh. The stress level's intensifying. So Zeal will say, then she'll ask, well then, you also said that there are people that look like me and Thomas, correct?
Yeah.
Were they also taken, or were they your captors?
Well, he had us in like it was like a cart, but there was these weird they were like horses, but they weren't, and they were pulling the cart, and they had us in a cage, and all the people that looked like you and like him were in the cage with us, and we were so scared we didn't know what to do.
I character can roll what's plus up to see if she's bullshit enough.
Yeah, you can roll. Yep. You either roll that, or you can roll perception empathy.
I'll give Peony a shot. Fuck it.
Just 2 successes for me.
Just one for me. I think Sue gets a lower diff on this shit. Oh, thank God.
That's 2.
Joey, would my introspection count? Okay.
So it's 2, 1, and none. Okay. No, she appears to be telling the truth.
Well, in that case, she's like, all right, can you get back to where he was?
I think.
All right, I'm gonna go back with him. Nobody hurts kids around. Nobody.
Oh wait, what was that Sue
nods.
saying out of character? Is Sue pretty much saying the same thing Zeal's thinking, which is we breaking these motherfuckers out, fuck slavery, break the chains?
So you don't hurt. You don't hurt kids.
Yeah, that's legit. All right, yeah, Zeal nods in agreement with Sue and says, all right, we're going to go into a little something that we like to call back at home Clapback 101.
You got to be from somewhere else. You don't talk like that in Brooklyn.
Hold up, OC, did you call it Clapback 101?
Yes, Clapback 101.
I have never heard that shit used down here.
It is not used down there. It is some shit she has heard around her parents.
I was gonna say any out of character. And that's
Yeah, no, that's not a thing. That is some shit she heard from her parents and heard on YouTube, and she is now saying it.
All right, so what do you guys do?
get her to take us back to where we need to go.
Yeah, no, we are breaking them the fuck. We are breaking some changes the fuck up out of there. We may start unleashing.
Okay, so she takes Zeal's hand. She won't go unless Zeal goes with her. Like, she's very scared. She's scared of the 15-foot tall dog, but she seems to trust Zeal.
Okay.
And she will lead you guys through the forest as near as she can remember the way she ran.
Out of character, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Joey, running back in our mind, would she have had to pass the tree?
If she was on the wagon, then you can assume that whoever brought them in here paid the toll for them.
Okay.
Or she was forced to pay the toll.
Or alternatively, since they responded to the master of the place, that he could have been the one that taken her and just simply ordered them to open. Yeah. After a few minutes of walking, it becomes clear that the adrenaline rush that she had is starting to go away, and she's starting to crash, starting to stumble, and she's not walking as fast as she was. It's very obvious that her adrenaline rush is just gone.
Alrighty. Zeal will, at that point, pick her up.
Okay.
My
So
lady.
you guys,
Good.
Oh,
You
was
go.
Thomas just going to offer to carry her on, Kusith?
Yeah. Saying it would probably be best that in case of an attack, she's unencumbered.
Yeah, Zeal think that's a good idea. Hands her off, but Zeal make sure to stay as close to her as possible so that way she don't just freak the fuck out.
she is very scared of the dog, and like as Thomas is holding her, keeping her from falling off, he feels her shaking.
Okay, could I use... Okay, he's gonna try to calm her down, but I am tired and cannot think of anything other than it's okay. So can I roll like charisma, empathy, or something to try to like calm her down?
Go for it, and your calming presence will work.
Get it?
Oh shit, yeah, calming presence would do that automatically too. On a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about friendly face? Would that work? Or would this be an appropriate social... Okay.
You could also use murderous mane to calm her down.
No! Okay, Tim, I am not you.
I definitely have never done that.
Oh, why does that sound like a lie? 4 successes.
He eventually gets her to calm down. She's still shaking a bit, scared of the dog, but
Kusith is no one to be worried about, trust me, dear.
she'll nod, but she doesn't seem to quite believe Thomas.
He'll smile as best a tree can and just kind of, kind of gently motion with one hand to, Kusith's back, which is covered in fur, and just kind of say, trust me, he's nice. Why don't you try petting him?
She reaches out and very hesitantly pets Kusith. She just stays there petting him for a while.
See, nothing to be worried about.
Yep. Oh, just 1 second. I gotta do something really quick. Fuck. I gotta look through some stuff for something.
Um,
Damn, why do I have so many downloads? Sorry, wasn't expecting to have to look this up.
All good.
Everyone but Zeal feels like the glamour around you guys. It's pulling in, like it's almost kind of rushing in towards you guys, like the glamour of this place and surrounding you guys, almost pulling you forward.
This is not happening to Zeal, you said?
Figure it out. Like she doesn't
Okay,
realize.
did you just roll all our shit in the background?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Consequently, one moment you guys are walking through the trees, and the next moment you're at the very edge of the forest, and there's a bonfire about 200 feet, about like, well, not 200 feet, 200 yards ahead of you guys, up on the top of a hill. Huge. Like, this is bigger than what a Sabat, pack would put on for a rite.
Alrighty.
Lisa has gone catatonic.
Yeah, Zeal says. It certainly seems like we are in the right place.
So we're gonna handle this like some wise guys, or we're gonna, do this all, diplomatic and shit.
Oh, fuck diplomacy. People will also notice that's the first time Zeal has said the F word. We are getting our people out.
Well, then you might want to wake up the one person that knows what the inside of that place looks like.
All right.
I need everyone to roll me stamina really quick, please.
Oh, shit.
everyone?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Oh, no.
And you need 5 successes.
Did not get
Yeah, we're all
successes.
gone
I got
then.
you.
Yeah, no.
Would
So
armor apply to this? Or poison resistance?
Nope. This is
There's
magic.
bacon that I
Okay.
bought.
Okay. So everyone, you suddenly the world goes dark as you all pass out. As you just feel the glamour. Everyone but Zeal that feels the glamour that have been tightening around you guys just explode.
Guys, our butts are about to be touched in the worst way possible.
So you all wake up in a cage hanging from a giant tree. The bonfire is still the bonfire is still in the center of the clearing. It's not on a hill now, and the trees are much closer. And you guys are in a cage hanging from it. Kusith is hanging their tree in a separate cage. All your weapons have been confiscated. You see them on a pile just kind of not even guarded by anything, just on a pile at the base of a tree on the other side of the clearing. Standing like underneath your guys' cage, looking up at you, is a giant of a man, easily like 10 feet tall, with horns and ebony armor that glitters when he moves like frost.
Guys, you think it's the bad guy?
I believe I found the person that we were looking for.
Oh, and make me a quick perception alertness really quick.
All right, cool. I bet you see the little girl on the shoulder or some shit. Flash. I've got one.
One is all you need.
I've got one, and let me roll Kusa's.
Oh, I think
What's the
Sue
difficulty?
notices. Standard.
Does wary count?
Yes, that's like 8 successes.
Six.
6. No. 7, isn't it? I don't see any ones.
Oh yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So yes. Everybody notices that Lisa's nowhere to be seen. Like at all.
How to tell if we have been played 101.
Hey guys,
That house was real.
Kim the guy behind and below us. Look, tell me what you see.
I do not see Lisa.
Well, I said Kim him. You know what kind of glamour we're dealing with, magic or whatever. Joe, did they get my key? Okay.
The giant dude is looking up at you guys in the cage with a look of amusement on his face, and he says, "So I am led to understand that you are the ones who've come into my realm of your own free will?"
Indeed.
Although I have to admit, I did not see any signs marking your territory or nothing, sir.
You do not need to speak my name. It would kill you to say it anyways. Your Tuatha-tainted lips cannot form the words of our language.
I
Not
suppose his
safely,
name.
anyways.
I suppose his name is Keith. Then
He just snorts. You may call me whatever you like. For the last few moments of your life, I'm nothing if not magnanimous.
All that is just part of it.
What's up?
All of that is just part of it.
Sorry, I'm not following.
You may call me whatever you like. I'm anything if not magnanimous.
Oh, okay. I get you now. He just shrugs.
Perhaps Hurl King would be a much more fitting name.
I didn't hear the name you said, I'll be honest, Kim.
Hurl King?
Pearl King?
Hurl King from like he reminds me of from Butcher's description of the Earl King in Dresden Files. All horns, etc., etc. Scary boss who thinks he's all that ends up getting outwitted by Dresden. But yeah, so
Gotcha. He just waves his hand. Says, It does not matter. Now, you, and he points at Thomas, you are not mine to kill. Your soul has already been claimed by another. The other two, however...
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh yes, my brother has such sights to show you.
The face on Thomas's face is just kind of like, bippity boppity, back the fuck up. What?
You know, Zeal even look over Thomas like, what?
Shut the front door.
Kim, cue the face.
No, it's not that face though.
It really ain't. Actually, it's more the GIF that I posted in the fucking chat earlier.
I heard him say,
No, hold on. It's more like this face right here. Just that kind of like, wait, what? Go back?
He's pacing under you guys now. His posture is very confident. Now,
no,
I am led.
Who exactly is your brother?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Obviously, yes. That is why I asked the question.
We gonna die because Thomas is a smart ass.
Yeah, no, we all say no. All of our characters are too fucking sassy for this, man. We fuck.
We're not built for this.
I'm sorry, I didn't think Thomas was gonna be sassy, but it's kind of coming out.
He looks up. He looks up at Thomas and says, "Well, what would you be willing to trade in order to learn his name?" I can't. Don't say your soul because I can't take that anyways. He's already claimed it. Theirs, however, and he looks at Zeal and Sue and smiles. Teeth.
I mean, honestly, it's not gonna matter much if I have his name or not. I'm still gonna die in 4 months, so it doesn't matter much.
Names are powerful things.
And yet it seems odd that you would be so willing to give up your brothers.
I gotta go. I don't like him so much.
As he says, sibling rivalries are a thing.
Then it would be...
Mama.
Hold on, I can't think of the word! Hold on, give me a second, guys! Oh, what is that? It would be... Okay, what is it? Oh my god, what the fuck is English? Okay, what's the word when it's just like, it would be better in your favor? Like, because I want to...
Advantageous?
Yeah, advantageous is a good one.
Bitch, that's a long word, and I'm not gonna be able to say that without my speech impediment coming into play. Because I can just tell you right now, it's not gonna work.
I don't think there's too much of a shorter word for that. Like, gives you an edge is a term.
Okay, yes. Okay, so I'll just use that one then.
Run it back. Behoove me. Say behoove. It would behoove me. Or behoove me.
I'm not gonna say You speak of the sibling rivalry. Well, the way I say it, it would be much more advantageous for you to keep holding me after all if your brother is going to... What was that noise?
Clapping. Marcus was clapping.
Oh, I thought somebody was jerking it off.
No,
Damn, your voice ain't that good.
Voice. Yeah, not
I'm
your
not-
voice.
Yeah, girl, you got a nice voice, but damn.
No, I just thought it was like... That's not what I was talking about.
That is what you were talking about, though.
That motherfuckers need
He says, he just looks up at Thomas and taps his chin. Oh, I'm not going to get into his way. However, I can tell you, you've already met him.
Oh, shit.
Of course, it's not like that endangers him. You wouldn't know him if he was right under your nose, given how, well, mm, you impregnated my sister without even knowing.
Oh! Oh!
That's just my baby daddy. Who that is? My baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy.
Not gonna lie, that is the best moment of my ST career to hear that reaction. That was amazing.
That's just my baby daddy.
What?
Damn.
You should have made him black as bad as his cat is.
Look, bro, shit, right?
Sorry.
No, I agree with you. Everything you said was 100% correct. Bruh.
Okay. Okay. Steven, get the fuck out of my.
Bruh.
Sorry, my brother.
Bro.
Those noises. I'm like, Kim, can you stop? So, get out.
Bruh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, I think we all need a couple of seconds to calm down from that reveal.
Because Pimp Thomas ain't no joke.
Right?
Thomas got babies everywhere. Thomas is slaying that wood dick. Oh,
No, he's not.
he's shooting sap everywhere. I'm a baby daddy now.
Tom's is sprinkling more than tea leaves.
Oh, dude.
He's looking up at the group just with a big smile on his face.
Okay, so Thomas is just gonna. Oh no, I know exactly what Thomas is gonna do because he's pissed.
Have more babies.
No, he's not.
Go for it, Kim.
He'll take his to the girl.
He's going to. He's just gonna look down and he's just gonna say, Well, it must be a family trait not telling me anything.
No, she told you enough after you met your son.
After 4 months before I'm supposed to die.
Yes, quite funny, isn't it? My family's always had a strange idea of, well, amusement.
I wouldn't call it strange, I'd call it dickish.
You seem to like yours enough.
Oh, God! Bruh.
Well, that may be what it is. She still didn't tell me about my son.
Of course not. He's going to die. He's going to end up killing you someday. If my brother doesn't get to you first.
Well, I wouldn't mind dying that way.
Well, I think you would if you found out how he'd do it.
Not exactly. It would be.
I see you're a bit confused. Let me explain. My handmaids can wait a bit longer for their meal. You sired a child with the firstborn of the water, with the very first water inanimate to ever exist. You understand that makes your child incredibly powerful, correct?
How'd you even get it up? Your legs don't work.
Well, she did not tell me that.
Of course she didn't. If she did, she'd have to kill you. That's why I feel perfectly comfortable telling you.
Rolls his eyes. Oh my god. Your name must mean arrogant or something, because, dear lord. Arrogance is just running off of you in waves.
Well, it's my birthright, just like yours is sitting in the sun all day, not doing anything.
Do quite a lot, thank you very much.
Maybe that's why you're
Sure
going to
do.
die soon.
Probably not.
He smiles. He just smiles up at her, revealing his rows upon rows of shark teeth again. Or up at him, I should say.
This is really starting to get a boring conversation. The bush was better.
I'm sure you say that to all the girls. However, my handmaids will be quite eager to prove you wrong.
Your handmaids.
And he just calls out, Lisa, come here, won't you? And you see the little
Fucking
girl
knew it!
walk
Hold
out
it.
of the woods. And as she walks towards him, she starts growing, like, taller. Her skin turns purple. All her clothes disappear. And she's walking towards him.
Yeah, I think we all
They've heard
call that
We all knew that shit out of character. We were like, this is bad.
shit. Yeah. Knew it was coming.
I failed my check. Leave me alone.
He reaches over and pats her head. My handmaids have heard quite a lot of your prowess, Mr. Thomas. He says he like spits Thomas's names out, or his name out. They're quite eager to see if you live up to your reputation.
I was
Joey,
Also,
I might
yes.
tap-
So I'll get to you in a second.
Joey,
Mm-hmm.
can I tap the side of the cage and unlock the hook that's holding us so the cage falls on the giant head?
You wouldn't be able to undo the hook, but you could open the cage. It has a little door.
I made sure.
But I'd like you to make a dex larceny roll to try and do that stealthily. And it's going to take you a minute because you gotta like move slowly.
Also,
Thomas-
Joey wants
Huh?
to finish his dialogue with the villain.
I mean, kinda though.
I do too. I'm just gonna check right quick.
Okay. And he these are like straight up Slaneshi demons, by the way. So yeah, there's like tits and everything out. Hashtag.
Okay.
As
Yes,
one of the
Lord.
as
Then
Lisa,
I know.
oh, sorry, Tim.
I was just gonna say I know what Zeal would say in response to that. Then she'll look, quote unquote, Lisa up and down and say, "Well, my, Lisa, didn't I tell you not to leave the house wearing that? And give far too many looks that you would not very much enjoy. Come on back inside so you can put on something decent."
She just clacks her crab claws while looking up at the Fomorian, who looks at Thomas and says, "Well, of course, they want to see how you are in bed. It's the only thing you've ever done that's reached our ears, obviously."
He's really glad that he's got bark for skin right now.
Zeal's sitting there like, "Fuck, dude! Like they clowning this boy."
So he'll just I got it. So he'll just kind of motion down to his leg and just kind of say, well, it's been a little bit difficult to use of late, if you haven't noticed.
That's when Lisa starts climbing the tree.
Dear God, help my poor little tree soul. Help my poor little tree baby. Guys, I don't like this.
And as she starts climbing up the tree, the little door to your cage pops open. You guys are about 100 feet up in the air, by the way.
Yeah, because I should probably ask this. Can I roll something on Kuthsith to see if he can just kind of get out of this? Could he?
Your Sith is unresponsive.
Oh, motherfucker.
Alrighty. I got some ideas, guys.
If anyone
I
wants
got
to,
ideas.
okay, if anyone wants to make a kenning check on Kusith, if you want to make a kenning check on him, go ahead and roll that.
Yes, I want to make a hidden check on my baby. My other baby.
Got too many babies.
Homeboy
I
ain't wrong though. It's 2.
Damn, that's 4.
Yeah, you can quite clearly feel and see the threads of glamour around him, then signaling that he's wrapped under some sort of enchantment. And then the Fomorian turns and starts walking away.
He's walking away now?
Yep, he's just turned and walked away.
Alrighty. Homeboy's probably assuming we gonna die.
Well, there's as soon as he's turned and starts walking away, about 40 other of the handmaids start climbing the tree.
Okay.
Yeah. The Lisa in quotation marks is the only one who's close to the top, though.
Okay. Our door is now open, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How far away is our weapons and all that?
If you were to drop straight down and then get across the clearing, probably 15 yards away or so.
I can make that.
Gotta survive the fall first.
I have a thing for that. I was reading rules
Okay.
while we were talking.
The real reason for the villain monologue, so the players can read rules.
Zeal looks over to the group and says, "Guys, I have an idea, and it may be a bit reckless."
Well, by all means, go on and share.
Any of y'all done any base jumping?
I haven't.
Well,
Is the chick still climbing up? Is the chick still climbing up the road thing to at us?
Yep, she's still climbing the tree.
Right quick.
Okay.
all right, so Zeal is going to look over. He's gonna look over at the pile of weapons. Looks back at the group, back to weapons, over to Lisa. She's gonna ask Thomas, "Hey, would you mind grabbing Q-Sith very quickly for me, please? Because I'm gonna have to haul you."
I'm not entirely sure how to remove him from whatever spell he's under.
Out of character, is he still like the big ass size,
No, he shrunk back down to his normal size.
which is like a puppy?
No.
I think his default is like an average dog. Something.
But okay, so something Thomas can still actually carry, right?
Maybe. He is in another cage on another tree, though.
Oh, he's in another cage. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Joey, can
Yes?
I make a leisure name roll to attempt to ensnare her into the tree so she will stop climbing at us?
Go for it. She is technically a chimera, so it would be Fae 3 to affect her.
I can't do that.
Okay.
You
by
can
the
spend
way,
glamour to. Oh, sorry.
I can
By
spend
the
glamour,
way-
right?
You can spend glamour to
That's
cheat the
like-
realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, how much Fae do
So
you
I
have
spend
now?
one glamour,
Okay.
2. So you just need to spend 1 point of glamour, right?
So as you
begin,
begin calling on the magic, you realize it's coming way too easily. Like your magic shouldn't be coming to you this easily. You guys are in the deep dreaming.
Oh shit, son.
So you gotta, with your roll, it's base diff 3, and successes that go over your rating is overcasted. It's the number of successes that you get, so you can keep your magic under control.
can I spend a willpower?
Yep. Okay, so No, that's 3 successes, correct?
Yeah.
What is your legerdemain rating?
1.
Okay, so the tree reaches out and grabs her. Like the bark of the tree suddenly just slithers out and or surrounds her, but the um, branches of the tree itself reach down and pick the cage you guys are in up and start crushing it.
Here's a question. We're in the deep dreaming, right?
Yep.
That's the land of where thought becomes real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Summon me a great big axe and slam it into her as I slam down. Slam down.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. That'll be a good roll for you to control that. I'm gonna say wits and gray mare. So you don't
Sure.
summon
Let's see
like
what happens.
an axe the size of the Empire State Building or something like that. Because let's be honest, the deep dreaming is kind of a dick. It would totally do something like that.
Ah.
So the axe you summon is about the size of Sue and Zeal stacked on top of one another.
Well, I can't really do anything with that. It's kind of big. But I can use my perfect balance and run down the tree.
Yep. Now let me check my book, but you do get additional dexterity.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I believe Zeal has appearance 8 right now.
Think so. I'm trying to find my book. Oh, that's right. All my tabs closed earlier.
Rules for the deep dreaming, Joey, are on page 302.
Perfect, thank you. So we can figure out everybody's whatchamacallit really quick.
Yeah, it's all very generalized though. There's no like, it's not like kid specific anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
We also gain a dot of glamour. Straight up.
So magic birthrights require no spending of glamour, willpower, glamour to work. What difficulty I need? Okay, so increase the birthright's attribute rating, willpower dots, or the number of health levels by 4. So you have +4 dexterity. If Thomas were to use his birthright, that lets him ask questions of the dreaming. There would be no roll, or the roll would be a third of the usual difficulty. You wouldn't require spending willpower or glamour. We'd still need to be alone or whatever the other requirements are. For now, assume that you guys are just have extra dots. I forget what the other Gilly Do ones are, so I have to go look.
Gilly Doos, I can just gain glamour from being around nature.
Gotcha. So that you really can't get enhanced. Okay. Oh, by the way, Tim, you don't have to worry about adoration because, well, there's no humans in the deep dreaming.
Yeah. I do have another question though. The she birthright that allows one to, when they call the weird, they can stun opponents. If I'm reading this right, yeah, birthrights like that don't take any willpower or glamour to work. So I'm not sure if I just need to show up and just kind of look at someone weird.
Well, the thing with that, there's 2 things. That would stun your allies as well, because everybody has to make the roll.
Okay.
And the other thing is, you guys are technically already weirded, so it's a really weird question.
That's fair. That's legit. We don't need to worry about it then.
Okay.
I
Get
have
up
other
there.
ideas.
Okay. Yeah. Sue has +4 dexterity, and Zeal has +4 appearance, at least.
Did I make it down the tree?
Yep. You make it down the tree easily with dexterity 9. Problem, because you were able to jump like the last 10 feet that they're swarming up. Problem is now now like half of them break off and start swarming towards Sue.
Alrighty, so what Zeal's going to do is the party's been kind of split now. Zeal's going to run over and say, "Sorry, Thomas got to manhandle you. It's all good. It's all good. It'll be fine. I'll apologize to you later. I can get you some apple pie." And she is going to. Where is Sue in relation to our weapons?
He's at the base of your guys' tree. He's like 10 feet away, so he's still a good distance away from the weapons.
Alrighty. I know what I'm going to do then. I need to pull up my realms right quick because I'm going to need to cheat this.
Doing your own initiative?
Not yet. After Tim's action, depending on how it goes, we may have to roll initiative though.
Okay. All right. How much scene am I going to need to affect myself, Thomas, and Sue all the way at the base?
It's about 100 feet down.
Yeah.
So let me go to realms really quick.
It looks like it may be scene 3.
If scene weren't literally at one of the bottom. Yeah. I'm gonna say scene 3.
Okay. My next question, is Sue running towards her weapons?
No.
He's not? All right. Then I have an alternate idea then. Is it also scene 3 to get literally every one of those chimera that's crawling up the tree?
I'd say yes, because half of them are climbing up the tree. And since they're climbing up, some of them are faster than others. They're spread out throughout it.
Okay. I am going to throw them off with Wayfair off in another direction.
Do it. Get up there. Stop looking at me and get up there. Sorry, dog's trying to get on my bed and she's whining at me.
Zeal roughly knows how things work here in the Deep Dreaming, so she ain't even gonna bunk this shit. Fuck this shit. Because I don't even want to know what the fucking diffs are for this shit. I think it's like 5.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Base 3, you're adding 1 for the scene. You're using Fae, so that is. Can't remember. Is that their affinity realm for Autumn She?
Yeah, Fae is the affinity for Autumn She.
So it takes it back down. You're spending 3 glamour. Yeah, so you're spending 3 glamour.
I'm spending 2.
That's right. Okay. So you're spending 2 glamour. It's diff 3. Sorry. And yeah, you can overcast it.
Okay. What do I roll instead? Let me check.
The same dice pools.
Same dice pool? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. No, it's down to 3. There goes 4 successes.
Okay, so as you channel the magic, as you call your magic around you and unleash it upon them, a wind picks up, flinging them out. You just wanted them out. They are out of the clearing. The problem is you also your magic is also grabbing like the trees, the wind that flew them, just grabbing trees and hurling trees over the horizon. including the one that you're in.
Alrighty. Can Zeal do a badass jump out then? She's grabbing
Make me a
Thomas.
dexterity athletics.
Yeah, she'll be grabbing Thomas too, because she ain't leaving Thomas here.
Okay.
They're not leaving unless you only have a whole family.
Right. Yeah, nah, she grabbing Thomas, she getting the fuck up out of there. And I'm spending some willpower because this is all the Paladin legacy right now.
Right.
This literally embodies Paladin.
Get your butt up there. Get up.
We.
Get up.
There goes 5 successes.
All right. You are able to execute like a movie perfect like roll, grab Thomas by his like for the collar of his shirt and leap out into the air. 5 success, I'm gonna say you're able to stick the landing too. Like jump, like basically what you're doing is you're using your momentum to keep Thomas going with you and jumping from tree to tree, almost like in Naruto, like the flying trees.
Yeah.
Like you're jumping from into the ground.
Well, my teachers always told me I should join track. Keeps moving though. Is Sue going towards Q-Sith right now?
Yeah, get him out.
All right.
Sith's tree was taken with the rest. Like this is no longer a forest.
Oh, okay. Even Q-Sith was taken along too.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit might wake him up though.
And go kick your ass.
Yeah, Thomas is not looking happy.
I'm like Shaggy. It wasn't me.
Well, we can go and find him. At least we have some breathing room now.
There's a pop, and Q-Sith is standing next to Thomas, looking very exhausted.
Okay, well now that Kusith is back, Thomas just kind of looks around and looks super sad because all them trees just got murderized. So yeah, talk about an example of mortality right there.
We can't
Q-Sith.
just remember. You ain't happy unless you make it baby. This is bullshit.
Right? Fuck, man. See, homeboy gets all. Yeah, see.
Save a life. Save the character's life, and he's all like the tree.
The trees. Where's my dog though? What's up? Like, wait, what?
Anyway, I grabbed my shit.
Yeah, I'm grabbing my shit too. We getting the fuck up out of here.
Yep. You're able to find your stuff very easily. There's no sign of the Fomorian, and the bonfire it went out. But yeah, you guys are able to make it back to the wall of vines, or not vines, the wall of trees, because that was outside of the range of your cantrip.
That's legit. I figure the path is much more clear now.
Mm-hmm. And now that there's no glamour over it, you guys are walking on bones. A lot of bones.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. All right. Huh. Well. It's probably going to be a bit of a quiet walk over to the tree barrier.
Oh no, it's not quiet. It's crunch, 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 and shit.
I mean,
Not wrong.
I mean,
What is this shit? What is this shit?
I'm pretty sure it's other changes that have fallen into the same trap.
Who does this?
I was thinking Republicans personally.
Can we not bring politics into this?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that was totally icy.
Oh, was I see? Oh, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
But you'll say, I'm very sorry about that. Simply making light of a very, very stressful situation.
Where the fuck's the light? It's freaking bones over here.
Oh. See, it's curious. When it's my people, the trees that are thrown, it's all, whatever, but it's when you're walking on the bones of your people, suddenly it becomes much more unfortunate.
Psst, psst.
Who is hissing? What? Who was that?
If you guys want to get out of here alive, you gotta go. You gotta follow me.
Steel's looking around, see who the fuck that is.
You don't see anyone. He'll have sealed his walls against you. You're not gonna be able to leave that way. Trust me.
I feel that we have gotten into a lot of very interesting situations by trusting people lately. I need to ask who you are.
There's a pause. I can't tell you that.
Can you offer any kind of guarantee that you are not leading us into a death trap? Well, there will be a millennia-old god waiting for
What
us.
do you mean lead us into the trap? We're in a fucking death trap, genius.
He
No,
has
we
a
got
point.
out of the death trap. With
You're
a lot
still
of
in his
hurricanes.
walls. While you're still in his walls, he has complete control over this area. He's just toying with you. You only can't see me because, well, I was always good at this kind of magic.
You know what? Leap of faith then. Leap of faith? Leap of faith? Everyone vote?
I promise you that on the lives of all my descendants, including you, I will not be leading you into a death trap.
Wait, including me? Wait, what the fuck?
You can worry about it later, or you can worry about it now and deal with the giant Fomorian who wants to kill you.
Finn always told me that I get into all these strange situations. Alrighty. We'll go with it then, I suppose. Is anyone here opposed to this? If so, I really need to know that.
Okay.
Alright, I suppose we're doing this.
Okay, you need to listen to me then. There's rules. If you break the rules, you'll get dropped right back in here. Okay? Do you understand?
Alright.
Don't look back. Second rule, don't drop the rose. Third rule, you can take any help that's offered, but you can't ask for it. Do you understand?
Don't look back. Don't drop the rose. And you can accept help when offered, but you cannot ask for it.
Got it. You see three roses are like and that appears apparently out of nowhere. It's very slender, scarred hand.
Alright, Zeal will take the rose. He's yours.
Yeah, Thomas will take the rose.
So as soon as you take it, like the thorns pierce your flesh, and then quick, walk. Remember, don't look back. And then
Will do.
yeah.
Zeal's making sure that all of them walk side by side so that way they don't accidentally look back when they turn to one another.
Yep. So as soon as you guys start walking, the area around you fades until you're walking in what looks like a forest of roses. Like there's nothing but roses surrounding you. You're walking on roses. There's roses above you. Like you're basically surrounded on all sides, but the front from with roses. And well, if you look back, you ain't gonna see what's back there.
We aren't looking back.
Marcus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a willpower roll for me to resist your outlaw legacy and not look back.
PowerPoint. Or do I gotta roll it?
Ooh,
I only heard half that.
I'll roll it. No big deal. I got 5 dice. Let's see what happens.
Gotcha. You got 3 successes. You're good. You resist the urge, the little niggling urge in your head that's just, she's lying. Turn around. You can do it. It'll be safe. What if this is just a trap? And after what feels like an indeterminate time just spent walking forward, you guys emerge standing in front of the tree that you guys walked into. The roses wilt in your hands, and yeah, the faint smell of roses is still around you, but it's fading.
Okay. She doesn't drop the rose even after it's all wilted.
Holding on to the rose.
Yep.
I eat the motherfucker if that didn't kind of drop it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys you can feel you're no longer in the dreaming, very obviously. Like, you can tell.
Because I'm really slow now.
And yeah. Usually your memories of the place aren't fading. Like, that would noticeably stick out to you. You guys remember everything that happened to you in that realm.
We don't look back
Zeal-
to see what happened.
Yeah, no, fuck that. We weren't told that it's over yet.
No voice, by the way, will come and tell you guys it's over.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So we're back in Central Park and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Zeal will look over to the both of them. So this has been a very interesting night, fellas.
Interesting. That's fucking cool.
I'm unsure of what else to call it. I suppose others would call it a traumatic experience, which I can definitely see multiple arguments for that.
So, Big Daddy Thomas. Just saying.
I feel like you could.
My bad.
Go ahead, out of character. Go ahead.
You go.
Oh, Zeal was just going to say, I feel like there may be a lot more to discuss during Sunday dinner.
Well, I really don't have the time to be waiting until Sunday anymore.
Well, if you don't have Finn's number, I can certainly give it to you.
Not with him. That can wait until Sunday. I meant speaking with his mother.
Oh, that. Ah. She just puts her hands up. What?
What is it?
Who was it that helped us out?
Sorry.
Who was it that helped us out? Why did freaking Jimmy call us? What were we supposed to learn from that experience?
I'm not too sure, personally. Although, I thought those things were supposed to be
I think I know what it is.
All right.
Okay, work with me here. Times in the life, my dad was a member of an organization. Okay, in said organization, sometimes there would be power plays or whatever, and what have you. You know, people in the blood dead in the street or whatever. But there was always some guy trying to some guy trying to move up, trying to rub some other guy out, then moves. This is a move, but You can tell the direction from which these moves are coming. There's a common denominator here. You see what I mean? Live in the streets, you can pick them up or whatever. If it's one guy's goons that are always doing stuff, if the one guy's mooks that are always outside, those are Jimmy Valentine's guys, yada, yada, yada. These guys are the same guys. They're all the same guys. You know what I'm saying?
Are you trying to say that the voice that helped us out was just another move made by our friend in the black armor?
No, what I'm saying is that there's a certain group of individuals who don't like us a whole lot that mayhap have banded together to rub us all out. And fighting and having little tiny wars betwixt ourselves, we can't see it.
He has a point, you know.
Looks at her. I can certainly agree with that sentiment. Zeal looks over to Thomas. I believe you had a conversation you needed to have.
Indeed.
Slowly backs. She backs up because she ain't down to meddle in this one. She is like, you handle you, boo boo.
The woman Nakatomi sighs and snaps her fingers, and the faint smell of rowan wood surrounds you guys. There, now no one will be able to listen in.
Oh, see, I was kind of may or may not have been not 100% paying attention, but like, wait, so the
God
voice...
damn it, Kim.
No, okay, listen, okay. So the voice that was helping us out was her, right?
No, this is a completely different voice.
Yeah, no, homegirl just kind of showed up.
Nah, this is Galadriel's punk ass voice.
Nah. It was actually a different one.
Bro, we keep hearing fucking voices, yo.
Y'all might be crazy.
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
Bedlam thresholds, we didn't know we had them, but we have them now.
No, let's not get those, because if I get those, that means I die.
Bedlam thresholds don't mean you die.
I mean, it would get me pretty close, though. I don't want to test anything.
I mean, they ain't fun, I'll tell you that. Anyway.
Of course, you would know.
She looks from Thomas to Sue. The only thing is, the you that is being talked about is not just your group, is your entire people.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
This is not... This is not the first time they've made an incursion since the War of Trees. However, it is the first time they've involved your kind, openly, like this.
So what exactly are we supposed to do from this point? Go to the local Baron account and tell them what we ran into?
He's not gonna do shit.
She pinches the bridge of her nose. I think you need to see the High King.
He's not gonna do shit.
I'm sorry. I don't think I quite heard you right now. Can you repeat yourself?
I think if you are going to see any noble, the only one worth seeing is the High King.
Okay, man. That's what I thought you said. I just wanted to make sure I heard you right.
Any other noble doesn't have the power to spread the word of the return. Doesn't have the power to raise any sort of resistance against them.
never been to see a king before, let alone a high king. What about y'all?
Not on my bucket list.
Well, there are others you can contact. It is not a problem that only the nobles can solve.
I had picked up on that. I wasn't gonna go that route.
She raises her eyebrow. It's good to see you are planning ahead.
I'm a common
that's
with no
certainly-
freehold. I'm always playing.
And that's certainly fair. And there are definitely going to be two sides to this. As much as I don't
there
like
can be
it.
one side. That's your problem. You're always thinking like that.
She'll look
There's
over to
us
Sue.
and there's them.
As much as I like to think that,
Yes.
there are others that are going to disagree.
There's us and there's them. That's it.
And I agree with you.
You of all,
And not every.
you of all houses, Lady Dawnbreaker, should remember the war. You lost your founder in it.
That's not something we bring up too often.
She smiles. It's not like an arrogant smile, it's just a very sad smile. I know, but I feel it's necessary to remind you of the price of not having unity. That was your entire house brought together. And think of what they managed to accomplish. Think of what they barely accomplished.
So it's a two-man job. You'll talk to your guys, I will talk to my guys, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle.
I can certainly agree with that. I like to
But-
think that she'll stop and let Sue go ahead.
The only thing is, you got to make sure the other guy, what's his name? Nose ass, Dougal guy. He's got to be in on it.
Oh, I certainly believe he will be chomping at the bit to get involved in this.
Well, not because I like him or nothing, or even because he's smart, but because he's got a freehold. He's got more weight than you do.
I will go after we leave here and speak to the inanimate empires. You will need their assistance as well.
Well, that'll certainly be appreciated.
No, not appreciated, it will be needed. Our generals are the only ones, at least the only ones that you have access to, that have fought their armies. You'll need their advice, their experience.
Before we do any of that, we have to get that Baron's guys back out in the woods. You said it yourself. He was the only guy who was doing any patrols or whatever. He was always rooting them out.
You mean Baron in the Bronx or Manhattan?
The guy whose house we was at.
Oh, you mean Cogling?
Yeah. No, not your friend. The other guy.
There are a lot of guys. I need you to name a name, please.
I don't like to use names. It's a bad habit from my neighborhood.
I believe he's referring to your escapade at the barony the other night.
The guy with the thing in the box.
God damn it, kid.
So you are very much going to need to use the name right now.
Mm-mm. No, you know what I'm talking about. It'll come to you.
You seem to really want to get things moving, but by refusing to give a name, you yourself are the one slowing this down.
I know the dead Baron's name, my character, not the live one.
Yeah, nobody knows the live one's name out of character because I haven't come up with a name for him yet. I'll be 100% honest. That's the reason you guys don't know his name in character or out of character. I should say.
The one with the kid kicked us out of the house.
Wait a minute, you mean the late Baron's husband?
That guy.
Well, damn, you didn't even need to name a name for that. You could have just said that.
I just did. That guy needs to get his guys moving back out in the woods.
Certainly, that might be the reason, might be another reason behind those Thailand getting much more bold than they have been.
There's nobody murking them out in the woods. Some guy had his hand on my dick. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying, that's got to get going again. So you and the Baron guy that we hang out with need to go to that Baron and be like, hey, look, we saw some guys, do whatever you got to do. Then you got to do the other thing. Me, I got to go down to the commoners and try and spin them up on everything, and she's going to go do what she does with the other guy.
Well, I suppose that certainly sounds like a good first step.
Yeah, downside, got no proof.
If you wish, my sister can present proof.
I was just going to bring this rose from the deep dreaming that I escaped from. That was what I was going to have.
So far,
Sorry.
So far, my word is respected, roughly. Although this is certainly a very big claim.
The anime laughs. No one respects the word of your house, my dear. At least none among the nobles.
I don't want to say that. She's an idiot.
And here I was hoping for a bit of idealism. Oh well.
That's why you need the other guy. Sound like a plan?
Certainly sounds like the beginning of a plan.
He's raised by a mob guy and a hairdresser. You can't really expect a lot out of him.
All right.
Oh yeah, and a douchebag say that.
All right. Now, I certainly am open to you talking shit to me, but not him.
Wasn't calling him a douchebag say that. I was saying I was raised by a douchebag say that.
Okay. All right. I was going to say, we can still be on the same side and we can handle issues like grown men and women.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Yeah, we hit the point where yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to the other place, and I'll see you later. Here is my number if you seek to contact me.
All right. And she'll text Sue her number.
I'm done, Joy. If you guys want to keep going, you can, but I'm gonna go.
Okay. Have a good
All right.
night.
Bye.
The anime is now staring kind of awkwardly at Thomas.
Yeah, no, Thomas is just looking right back at her. It's not awkward. It's one half upset, the other half just sad.
She sighs. So I'm assuming my brother told you.
Yes.
And now I assume you're mad because I didn't tell you.
I was upset before that you didn't tell me that I had a son, but now apparently a brother of yours is going to get my soul or kill me or something or other in 4 months.
It all boils down to family eventually in the Fair Folk lands.
He's got that look of, go on.
She sighs, gestures towards a nearby park bench. We should sit.
Okay.
She sits down, gestures for Zeal to sit if she wishes.
Yeah, Zielson, silently.
He's like, this shit's better than fucking reality TV. And she'll fold her hands in her lap and look up at Thomas. I can't choose my family. It just happens that they are crazy, murderous psychopaths born from humanity's primal nightmares. Also, they're the older half of the family.
Still got that look of, go on.
There's not exactly anything I can do to explain.
Ooh, what is his name?
She frowns. Of course you asked. One of the few things I can't tell you.
Of course. Okay. So your brother is going to kill me. Why? Even though I'm pretty sure I know why.
Because to get to your son.
Because he's supposed to be powerful, correct?
That's what they think. I don't know if it's going to turn out that way. But what I do know, he's a connection between the courts of the Inanime and the courts of the Kithane that hasn't existed in centuries. Killing him or convincing him against the Kithane could be a vital move in their war. Or breaking him by killing you.
Oh well. They didn't quite think out that last part. It's really hard to feel sorrow over someone dying that you really didn't know.
They don't understand humans. Few of us do.
Okay then. So it seems like it would be best that I don't really speak to Fen, then remove one possibility.
She frowns.
Side eye.
She appears to be thinking very carefully before she speaks again. Is your decision to make. The love of family is not. I would not take your chance of being his father away. It's just chance of knowing his father away. That is not what I want to do. However, I cannot force it. I cannot force anything between the two of you. You two will simply have to cross that bridge on your own.
Why didn't you tell me about him earlier?
She gets a look on her face, very guarded look. Because I was afraid.
Of?
She blinks. That you'd take him.
It didn't ever cross your mind that it would. You. It looks like he's trying to say something, and he's not trying to be an ass about it, but he's just like really pissed right now.
Yeah, I know that look.
It's like that trying to explain something simple to a toddler right now, but he's not trying to be like an asshole about it. So it's just kind of like, fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of says, did it ever cross your mind that I wouldn't take him? And that instead we could have possibly shared a life together, at least for the benefit of our son?
I considered it.
Oh,
But
great, you considered it.
it was decided by others that he needed to be trained. You can totally roll a peony on that.
Totally am. Would any of my merits apply?
I don't think so.
Okay. Tim. Damn.
She's not quite telling you something. Like, it's part truth, it's a half truth. He can definitely tell that.
Yeah, so he's just going to. He's not going to say anything, but he's just going to keep looking at her like, I know you're hiding something from me. That kind of look.
She abruptly stands. You can ask the river hag. She'll be able to explain as she begins walking off.
He stands up and follows after her. Well, okay. Hold on. Hold on.
He's
I'm tired.
so pissed
Okay.
he drew all those nerves.
Right, hold on. I'm tired. So he. Damn. Okay, so. Damn, he's on a park bench.
Zeal will totally pick him up.
She's running towards a pond, a little
Oh
pond.
shit!
In the
Get
Oh,
out!
this bitch! No, he's gonna look over at Kusith and just kind of be like, "Can you get her real fast?"
Kusith just kind of is swaying side to side and says, "I want a steak."
Yes, I will get you a steak.
His ears perk up. Steak? Where?
Yes,
And he comes up and he's like nosing Thomas.
she's got a steak.
Where's he?
She's got
He
the steak.
turns and looks at Zeal and tackles Zeal.
No, not Zeal. No, he was pointing at. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
No, Freddy, Kelly is a 3 animal. No, he was pointing at baby mama.
Don't remember her name, so just
That's
call
her
her baby
name
mama.
now.
He turns and says, "Steak!" and charges after her. Like he's yelling at the top of his lungs, "Steak!"
I hope he ain't weirded.
Not yet.
So she takes a swan dive leap and just makes it into the lake right before Kusith catches her. Like his jaws are snapping at her peels.
Why
Yeah,
can't motherfuckers ever just be straightforward with us?
Tim Tree Dude looks hella pissed right now.
Why? Just for once. Maybe people could just tell us, oh, hey, this is your daddy. No, this is your son. Oh, this is my sister. Oh, this is everything going on. Nah, motherfuckers got to be completely vague about it. Like, why can't we all just enjoy this over a damn picture of iced tea with apple pie? Oh, this has just made me so riled up.
Tim, I'm sorry.
Can I just say, Tim, you play angry Southern woman way too well.
Like, oh my god, it's just like you roll the stereotypes of all like the Southern like moms into one. It's kind of like, holy shit, the stereotype is so real, but it's amazing. Dear Lord.
Because it's embodied by an Asian woman.
Oh my god. So
Instead to mention she is red right now, she is actually angry. She is mad AF.
Some random dude just walks up to the pair of you. Ma'am, are you okay?
Yes, I am perfectly well okay, thank you.
He just leans back, like you just hit him with like a carpet bomb, and he turns and he continues jogging down the path.
I'm all right now. I'm all right now.
well, I guess we'll just have to wait till Sunday to ask her now, won't we?
We are going to get our answers on Sunday.
Indeed we are.
Shall you require a ride home?
I'm going to need one, yes.
All right.
And
Oh my God, you need a new wheelchair.
yes,
Kush,
it is left
Sorry.
dreaming.
the Q-Sith walks up. Steak. She didn't have any steak. And he's pouting at Thomas.
We can get you some steak on our way home. All right.
Perks up his ears. Steak? Steak, 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 steak!
We will
And
buy
he's
you
wagging
some.
his tails.
We will buy some. We do not have it right now. We will get it to you. You better not do anything in my car, understood? I do not have time for that tonight.
As he's wagging his tail.
All right. Good dog. She will pet the Q-Sith. Say, I'll bring the car around, and I will then carry you to the car.
All right. So I assume we can end the scene there with Zeal taking Thomas home and buying the Kusith steak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And remember, this shit's better than fucking Jerry Springer.